Our next guest is an Emmy-nominated actor and comedian you know from his work in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Wreck-It Ralph, Murderbot, and his 7 seasons as Kenneth the Page on 30 Rock. He is the host of Zillow Gone Wild. Season 2 premieres Friday on HGTV. Please welcome back to the show my very good friend, Jack McBrayer. Hello, my friend.
I am thrilled to be here, sir.
I am thrilled to be here. I'm also thrilled that it has not been a long time since I've seen you.
No.
We just saw each other in... We saw each other in Amsterdam.
Yes.
There was a reunion for a theater I used to work for called Boom Chicago.
Yes, sir.
You did not work. There we go. Shout out to Boom. You didn't work there, but you knew a lot of people who did, and you'd never been to Amsterdam, and you came along.
Swear to God. I just happened to be standing there when y'all were planning the reunion, and they're like, Jack, you want to go? I was like, yes. That's literally what happened.
And a lot of us brought our kids, and kids love Jack McBrayer. But you have a very strange approach to getting kids to like you.
Okay, hear me out.
Yeah.
I tease kids.
You're mean to them.
Okay. Tomato, tomato.
Every time my son walked over to you, you went, you again?
On paper, this sounds horrible. But they know I'm just playing, and what I love is that they play back.
Yeah.
So, you know?
They want to go over and be mean to you, but like, I think they just love that there's this person that they feel very safe around who's just so to them. Like the amount you literally are like, oh my God, is your story not over? Our friend Ike Barinholtz also said you are like a cartoon character to them because these are real. First of all, you walked off. You can find a 4-leaf clover. This is not a joke. The entirety of the 25 plus years I've known you, I've never been out with you where you haven't found one.
I find 4-leaf clovers, and they're real.
Also, just like butterflies land on you and stay on you for like the whole day.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Is he a person? I am. I'm just lucky.
Here's just another quick shot. Like this was renewal vows. It was just like the kids' table plus Jack. Just chilling.
Just chilling.
Also, you did a very special thing last October,
yes.
Which my family is very lucky to have you as a member of it, Jack. You officiated my brother's wedding. This is a very important job you had.
I was so honored.
And you took it very seriously.
I took it very seriously. I'm wearing the same tie.
Yeah.
Like, as a shout out, I really did. But no, I knew that there were so many comedians in the audience, you know, in the gathering. I was like, let me just keep it simple. So
yeah.
I kept it sweet, kept it sincere.
You took it very seriously. The signing of marriage licenses. There was a lot of stuff that you had actual duties.
I did, because I mean, like, when there's a crisis, you give Jack an assignment and it will get done. Yeah, I got that OCD.
You were also visiting another friend of yours before we ran into you in Amsterdam. Alexander Skarsgård is one of your best friends.
I tell you what, y'all, if there's one thing I've learned in all these years of show business, famous people are the best.
You've always said that.
I've always
They're better.
Always said that. It's on my tombstone. I ordered it already.
You're in his show Murderbot, and can you tell us a little bit about your character?
Yes. Okay. So Alexander Skarsgård plays kind of this hyper-violent kind of RoboCop thing, and so he starts becoming sentient, becoming human. So to decompress, he daydreams about his favorite soap opera, and I'm one of the actors on the soap opera.
And now, is this a hairstyle that you pitched for the show?
No, but I'm a team player, so I was like, bring on the bird's
nest.
What
is your name? It's a very good name as well.
Yes, Navigation Officer Hordoop Sklunch.
We always thought he's going to play a Hordoop Sklunch one day.
Wow. It is not cultural appropriation.
I want to talk to you about your great show on Zillow right after this. Will you stick around, dear Jack?
Absolutely.
You guys have time. We'll be right back.
That is a shoe.
Naomi Jack.
Hi.
How are you?
Great to meet you.
What is this?
It is the Shoe House.
Welcome back. We're here with Jack McBrayer, and that was a clip from Zillow Gone Wild. So this show is based. Go ahead. Tell me about the Shoe House.
No, I was just going to say that wig did not look realistic.
It's too windy for that wig.
Oh,
It was too windy
for that wig. Yes.
Did you? This is based on a Instagram account, correct?
Correct. There's an Instagram account called Zillow Gone Wild. It has a ton of viewers, followers, clickers.
Yeah. I think all three of those are great.
Good. So this is the TV version. I just get to go see crazy houses all across America, get a tour by the homeowner, and just ask Jack McBrayer questions.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got a tree in here? Woo!
Tell us, what was your take on the Shoe House?
Shoe House was super fun. It was actually built as a marketing campaign. This shoe salesman decided to build a house shaped like a shoe, and since then it's changed hands, and now they're selling.
Was it marketing to remind people they needed to buy shoes? Like, they'd see a house and be like, ah.
I don't like your political takes on it. No, this show's for everybody. This show's for everybody.
What were the other memorable ones? Were there ones that stood out?
Oh gosh, tons. We saw 30 houses this season. Let's see, there was a legit tree house in the middle of downtown Austin, Texas.
Oh my God.
Up in Wisconsin, we saw this very pink Barbie house.
Okay.
Extremely pink. And with these orange undertones, oh, it clashed terribly. I felt like a fool.
Did it clash so bad that they said, we don't think we want to give you a tour?
No, it all got edited. They replaced me with a Swiffer wet jet. Incredible.
You have a beautiful home. Do you think your home would fit on, not crazy enough for the...
No. My house is beautiful, and as you know, I love it very, very much. It is very boring compared to what we're seeing.
It is not boring compared to like houses in general. And I should say, you are a host extraordinaire. You love to have people to your house
I
in
do,
Los Angeles.
especially like for a pool party where you're not cooking dinner, because I don't do that.
Yeah.
But out by the pool, if we're just like ordering up sandwiches.
You're a pool, and I feel like you're very good at having domestic beers on ice.
Oh, are we allowed to say Bud Light?
Yeah. I will say, I've literally never known anyone who's had more Bud Lights than Jack McBrayer.
Oh, no!
I've never seen you with a second beer.
Nah.
Yeah.
Keeps you young. So stupid.
It is good. I mean, it's crazy that you haven't gotten an endorsement deal with Bud Light.
Yeah, or Mountain Dew.
You officiated my brother's wedding. You were a guest at my wedding.
I was a guest.
And I did not realize that you were one of the few people who has a surviving wedding favor from a wedding that is now over a decade old.
Correct. And guess what? It was the best wedding gift to guests ever because it was a little canvas tote.
Yep.
With your beautiful faces on it.
Yep. They're a little faded now.
Little faded, but
A comic book artist named Kevin McGuire drew that picture, and we put it on totes. And I think most people probably just left it at the wedding.
Let me tell you this. You take the canvas tote, and I'll tell you why. This thing travels with me. I'm essentially on a travel show. This thing comes with me to every city I go, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Every person in this room today has stepped in dog pee. So when you're packing, you want to put them shoes in a canvas tote. You're welcome. Namaste. Yes.
We've made it very clear it was not for that.
No.
Is this more your shoe marketing?
You guys, you gotta buy these Bud Light Mountain Dew shoes.
You're promoting Bud Light Mountain Dew shoes?
Yes! Yes! Just follow them.
So tight. Now, do you prefer to wear one Bud Light shoe and one Mountain Dew shoe on any given day, or do you try to match them?
Well, I am pitching a crossover where you mix the two.
I think he does. By the way, you were so close to getting the endorsement, and then you did that, and they're like... You better hope they watch the first half.
Yeah.
Turn
that
it,
was the
pause
better
it,
half.
and then they're like, we gotta go call his
Edit
agent.
this show.
I love your house in LA. I also love the years when you were here, thanks to you were doing a ton of stuff for Conan and 30 Rock, and you were a New Yorker. What were your New York places like? What was your first New York apartment?
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very expensive here, and I was broke, no joke. So it was at this tiny little place in Alphabet City, 2nd Street between B and C. And it was a 5-story walk-up, of course. And there were 2 spaces for bedrooms, but the one didn't have a wall or a door, so we had to buy those little accordion curtain things. It was not private. It was not private. But then, once I got that TV money,
Yeah.
I got a 1-bedroom apartment.
Oh, and you bragged about it. You bragged about it. Oh. Well, I just love having you here, my friend. It is always such a delight. And what a great thing to be on a family vacation with you. It was just, you were such a wonderful addition.
Well, we got to do more of that. Bring all your kids next time.
I will.
Your brother will babysit.
Yes. All right, I love you, buddy. Thanks so much for being here. You guys, that's Jack McBrayer. The 2nd season of Zillow Gone Wild premieres Friday on HGTV. We'll be right back.